already know what it is. It's Barbershop Conversations. Hit the subscribe and the like button today.
That we want to see the fights as fans, of course. But if it's not, just like with Andre, if it's not on his terms, it's not going to happen.
Is it true though that
the man thinks high?
Yeah.
Is it true though that you did, or Tom Loeffler or your team offered Billy Joe Saunders $3 million to fight Gennady?
You know, I'm not in that department,
out
but
there,
that's what I heard and that's what was written. But again, that's Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders and Tyson Fury had a great career going, had a great big payday his next fight, and he gave it up. So I don't know if Billy Joe is going to do the same thing, but he just talking. It just got postponed again one week.
Next week, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I until they're serious and stop talking on Facebook and stop talking on Twitter and call Tom Loeffler. I mean, call Tom Loeffler and just sign a contract. All this talking is not doing anything but enraging us as fight fans.
Abel, let me ask you something off subject. Manny Pacquiao, he said that Floyd doesn't care about the fans. He does care about the fans, apparently. He just fought Jesse Vargas. Now they're talking about fighting Jeff Horn, someone I personally never had heard of him.
Oh, come on.
What do you think about him making a decision like that with all the welterweights in the welterweight division?
Well, first of all, I don't want to see that fight again. I think that if Floyd comes back, I don't think they should fight Manny. I think that ship has sailed. I think that if Floyd comes back, it probably won't be in May. It'll probably be in September to steal that date like he always does, because he can. And by then, there'll be a couple guys that may be in the running. Maybe the winner, Thurman and Garcia, could be a candidate for it if one guy looks great.
But do you think he'll fight them though? I mean, if he's trying to fight Jeff Horn, you think he's going to fight a Keith Thurman or?
I sure as hell won't buy a Manny Pacquiao fight again.
Yeah.
I think that it happened 5 years too late, and it was a dud when it did happen.
Abel, let me get a question about another prospect in your camp right now that's going for a title next month. Yuri Gassiev. Tell us a little about him and how he's looking, in camp right now. Against Denis Lebedev.
Yeah, he fights December the 3rd against Denis Lebedev in Russia. It's a great fight. I look at this fight as the kind of fight that I had when Terry Norris fought Ray Leonard back in 1991. It was the older guy that had a lot of tough fights and was a great champion fighting the young stud. 23 years old. Terry was 23 back then. Gassiev's 23 years old. He's a good fighter. I said a year ago that he's the next Golovkin coming out of my gym. I still believe that. I think that Lebedev and Gassiev is going to be a Fight of the Year candidate type of fight, because Lebedev doesndoesn't go anywhere. Lebedev's going to be right there. They're going to fight, and hopefully my young stud won't be scared of the situation, because there's going to be 16,000 people there in Moscow, which is Lebedev's hometown, and the older guy uses his experience to beat us. I think that if that doesn't happen, we're going to be treated to, I think, a Fight of the Year.
The cruiserweight division is kind of hot right now. Can you tell us why you think it's not getting kind of the spotlight it needs right now? There's a lot of hot names in there. Alexander Usyk as well.
Yeah, it never has gotten that kind of recognition, because I think that people think it's the guys that can't make light heavyweight and then the guys that don't make it at heavyweight.
Even when Orlin Norris was there, it wasn't a big.
And it's not. If you look at the division, Usyk is an exceptional fighter. The other Russian boy that retired, Drost, was an exceptional fighter. Gassiev and Lebedev are gonna, if it gives us the kind of fight that I think it's going to give us, it's going to give us a star continuing, or a star is born. But I think it's a division that people should start watching. And the good thing about Gassiev, if there's a plus side, he's 23 years old. He's 6'3", 200 pounds for this one, but he's 6'3". Hopefully he grows another couple inches, and we'll have a guy 6'5" fighting heavyweight in a couple, 3 years.
Charlo versus J-Rock. Julian Williams, yeah.
J-Rock.
You got Joe. All right.
I think Edwards has done an exceptional job with J-Rock, and I think that he's a kid that just hasn't gotten the fights that he needs, but very good fighter.
Very good fight.
This is more of a comment than a question. On the outside looking in, to me, it looks.
Hey guys, it's your girl Angie. You're watching Barbershop Conversations. Make sure to click the button below to subscribe, like the video. Don't like it, leave a comment. You can also follow me at Angelica Curtis on Instagram. See you soon.